Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to celebrate Team Girl Power's victory over the Hag Witch down in the grizzled groves of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. That's right, sisters doing it for themselves and whatnot. And no, that wasn't a masturbation joke, it's a song lyric, thank you. And also, no, I'm not gonna say sisters are doing it for themselves. I'm not talking about cramming booze up their buttholes either, though, hey, I'm not one to judge. I don't want to take anything away from these luscious, lascivious ladies. If they want to celebrate their victory over the Hag Witch with a little butthole liquor, I say more power to them. The only thing I'm going to say, ladies, practice good hygiene. You don't want to get any kind of infections down there. Also, make sure you don't drink out of the same thing you're doing the infusing with. That's a recipe for disaster. And also, remember, if you're going to be rectally infusing that booze, don't spring for the good stuff. This is the Perfidious Pete adage. If you're going up the old mud road, you want to make sure that you got not your best vehicle. If you're going up the old dirt road, you take the mudding tires. You take the big pickup truck. Don't take the Maserati up there. That's all I'm saying. Smirnoff is good enough to get it done if it's going in the back door. Also, for the love of God and everything that is holy, whatever it is that you're using for a palate cleanser in between different liquors, please don't tell me. I don't want to know. That can only fall under the category of things man was not meant to know, sort of H.P. Lovecraft style. Seriously, extensive knowledge of rectal palate cleansers is the sort of thing that gets you a full ride scholarship to Miskatonic University and probably advanced placement in their graduate program in a master's in Eldritch Horrors. I don't need to know. I got enough Eldritch Horrors on my plate here in the old dungeon itself, which I think we're getting close to the point of where we may have to try and go tangle with an Eldritch Horror. We're definitely not going to go to the Darkest Dungeon until we can get our level 5 upgrade. And we are being a little bit stymied here. I want level 5 weapons. I want level 5 armor. We need a ton of deeds in order to do that. We also need a bunch of crests. We were also saving portraits. What was I saving portraits for? The guild, right? Yeah, we need 33 portraits. So we're looking for portraits, deeds, and crests. These are now our most important quest objectives. All other sort of considerations are going to be basically tertiary. That's crap then. And remember, we're evaluating these missions. So what's this? Okay, it's good, but not necessarily a game winner. Crests, deeds. There are going to be no deeds or portraits on any of these, are there? All right, we get a medium veteran mission to do 100% of room battles. I don't hate that. The Ancestor's Pen, 5 crit, 15 melee. That's real good. It's real good. Also 9D. Ugh. It's a long champion dungeon, though. If we had level 5 weapons and armor, I would absolutely go do this, but we don't. I kind of feel like we can't. Is that really the only... That's the only quest that has... Alright, so that's how you want to play it, huh, Darkest Dungeon? No, it's fine. You want to be a big jerk-ass? Be like, oh, the only thing I ever wanted was, a stuffed teddy bear for Christmas. And all my parents ever got me every year was goddamn Lincoln Logs. Be like, Mommy, Daddy, can't I have a teddy bear? And they're like, no, build fucking more log cabins, son. This is good. You got to start early and learn a trade because you're not that smart. We don't have a lot of hope for your future. Jericho Drum, you should probably go get rid of that tetanus. Are we going to need Jericho Drum? Patrick Mulligan has tetanus as well, and we're going to let him cure himself. He is a physician. That's one of those sort of physician heal thyself sort of things. Let's go ahead and get rid of Brother Voodoo's tetanus. That's fine. This is going to cost us, a meager sum, 975 gold. And we've got the gold, too. That's the thing. We're rolling in fat swag. We got stacks on stacks on stacks of cash. But what we don't have are deeds, crests, and portraits. Those are the things I need. At this point, I'm thinking maybe we just have somebody give him a damn paintbrush and tell him to get to work. Clark Kent, seems like that might not be a terrible job for you, you jerk. We also don't want to use up all of our level 4 troopers because we're going to need to do some more boss bashing. We got the Ruins, we got the Warrens, we got the Cove. We also have the subsequent bosses like the Drowned Crew. We got the Brigand 69 Pounder. The 69 Pounder sounds like a porn name. Oh, it's CC 69 Pounder. She's coming in to film a scene. It's going to be sweet. You're like, that's a weird name for a female porn star, Pete. That's how I roll. Just me. You only say that because you haven't seen CC 69 Pounder work. You'd seen the woman at work. You'd be like, oh, no, now I get it. Still, we got to find something to do for a mission. We can't just sit here and make up fake porn names and talk. I guess we'll just do this quest because it's the only one that has portraits. So, we're doing a medium-length mission, I suppose. Alright. Who's gonna do it? We're going to the Warrens, which means we want to try and take a lot of bleed damage, if possible. I'm thinking we might take Captain America, then. You're good out of, like, the second slot, except for... Well, you can do everything except Cry Havoc. Is there another ability you could do? We could give you Guard and a bunch of Dodge. But Cry Havoc is so good. Now, you're going to be in the third slot, Steve, because we're going to want you to be able to Cry Havoc. You're fragile and sickly. Man, talk about the opposite of the real Steve Rogers. You're supposed to be the ultimate human. Or is it, Pete? You say, oh, he wasn't fragile and sickly before he got infused with the super soldier serum? Come on, man. Your comics chops. I'm starting to doubt him. He was totally fragile and sickly. Hey, you're not wrong. Who do we want working out of our second slot, then? I think it's time we get Superman back in the mix for something. You got to earn your damn keep, Soups. So Holy Lance is straight up garbage now. What if we just take Battle Heal and Inspiring Cry? I don't necessarily hate that. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll have Soups working out of either slot 1 or 2, depending on who else we've got. I'd like to hang on to James Harper. If we've got the stodgy Superman in, there's no way he's going to go with a scumbag like Swamp Thing. He's like, nah, Pete, I'm not going to do it. I'm not working with the Swamp Thing. You can go straight to hell. I'd love to take Junior Batman, but that's going to level him. Can't do it. Can't do it. I can't level Junior Batman. I could take Madeline Pryor in and try to bootstrap her. Do I want to try and bootstrap her? No, that's just, I mean, that's food. You're just getting greedy, Pete. Bootstrapping? Also, who's going to be up front? We don't have enough. We need to get more tanks and whatnot. Am I really going to try this? Am I going to try to bootstrap Nick Fury and Madeline Pryor at the same time? You're saying, Pete, you're a goddamn madman. You can't do it. No, I can do it. I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. I mean, I'm going to do it. It may not end well, but I am going to do it. Let's go to the guild, make sure everybody has the right skills. Fury, what do you got? Yeah, Defender, Retribution, Command is crap, but you have Rampart. Bellow, I don't care about. And Bolster, all right, you're good. Anodyne, what do you got? You have Divine Comfort. You do not have the Group Heal, which you must have. You have basically every other skill that we might give a shit about, so you're sorted. Alright there, what do you got? Yeah, Steve Rogers is also good. Captain America, Boy Scout motto style, is prepared. He is going to need armor, though. And Clark Kent, then, let's get you a skill that doesn't suck, buddy. Let's go ahead and get you a little bit of battle heal. And let's adjust our skills before I go into the dungeon. For once, I'm going to do the smart thing. We're going to go with Smite, then I want Zealous Accusation, the Battle Heal, and Inspiring Cry. We'll use Superman as sort of a ghetto healer, I guess. Don't call Superman ghetto, Pete. Why? Superman is totally ghetto. What, you don't think Superman spent some time in the ghetto? Come on, man. Superman's all about helping out the downtrodden and those who are less fortunate than specifically Superman, which is pretty much everybody. See, Madeline Pryor sorted. Colonel Fury. I don't normally take that skill. Do I take Bellow? I don't take Bellow. I don't take Command. I guess I usually take Bolster. You know, Command is not terrible. I almost never use Bolster, so let's just take Command and save some cash. That'll be fine. Then we got to get old Steve Rogers over to the blacksmith. Got to get you a new shield, Steve. It's time for an upgrade. The old vibranium shield just really isn't cutting the mustard these days. You need something a little tougher now that that Black Panther fellow is on the scene and he's got just as much vibranium as you do. You're gonna have to up your game, champ. So we're blowing some cash here. Superman getting fully upgraded. Madeline Pryor and Nick Fury are already as upgraded as they can possibly get. So let's get to bootstrapping. 100% of room battles. This is going to be tough. We're headed into the Warrens. We're going to be saddled with dog treats, which I'm just going to go ahead and say this beforehand. I am going to forget to use those. So don't be surprised when I don't use them a single time. Be like, Pete, you know, you brought those dog treats in. Never used them. Yeah, I know. It wasn't, you know, I forgot. I'm going to forget. I told you at the front of the episode I'm going to forget, so you don't get to criticize me for that. This is me saying, hey, look. Oh, no trinkets equipped. No, don't really embark. Thank you for the warning, Darkest Dungeon. I appreciate it. You saved me from doing something fantastically stupid. I'm always doing fantastically stupid things, but I appreciate, you know, the sentiment of you going, hey, that's monumentally stupid, pal. Don't do that. We want dodge. Bunch of dodge. Yep, camouflage cloak it is, and +2 speed and 8 more dodge. Is that really what we want to go with? Plus 40% heals received. Ideally, Nick Fury is going to be taking most of our punishment. Bonus damage I don't really care about. Bonus accuracy is not for you. Berserk Charm is interesting, but I think ultimately a bad decision. Let's really pile on the dodge here. Plus, we got 23 dodge. That's pretty good. Superman, I don't really care what you carry. We could give you a healing item, which would not necessarily be terrible, but I'm also thinking we're going to need some damage out of you. You're taking the Ancestors map. There's not a lot of good stuff we can really give you that's going to help a whole hell of a lot. We can give you bonus accuracy. You'll have huge stress damage in that case. But you know what? Having huge stress damage on you is not the end of the world because you have a stress heal. Don't we have a Crusader-only trinket? I thought we had like one really good Crusader-only trinket, or am I just insane? I guess I'm just insane. Alright, well, Superman's going to be carried with the map. Or burdened with the map. Bonus 15 damage, bonus bleeds. Penalty to heals received, I don't like. Can we up that anyway? Do we have something that gives us bonus heals received? I'm pretty sure we do. Sir Barristan's head. We could give you the Ancestor Scroll, which gives you a bonus to stress heals, and that's interesting. Berserk Charm gives you bonus speed, bonus damage, more stress, which I think we should probably avoid. What's this other collar? Plus 12 dodge with a small penalty to damage. I'm pretty cool with that, actually. I'd rather have you dodging a bunch of shots that require us to not take that, and you're still going to have bonus damage as well. And that just leaves our Vestal, who, I mean, we're not doing anything fancy with the Vestal. We're getting the Sacred Scroll, and then probably the Tome of Holy Healing, would be my guess. And Madeline Pryor is ready. We're good. Let's do this. Let's do this, dog. And I say that because Bucky is on the mission. Of course, Steve Rogers' dog name is Bucky. What else would Steve Rogers name his dog? Also, comic book writers, how is that a thing that you let pass? How did Steve Rogers not have a dog named Bucky after Bucky was dead? Don't you think, Steve? He's an all-American guy. He's the kind of guy who's going to have a dog. He's loyal and stalwart to be like, yeah, I need a dog. Then the writer should have been like, what would Steve Rogers name his dog? And everybody in the office would have simultaneously just went, Bucky. And that would have been it. Little bonding moment for everybody in the office as well. You dropped the ball on that one, comic book writers. Superman's going to wager there's treasure ahead. The real suppliers will be if Superman doesn't steal that treasure. Goddamn miserable kleptomaniac thief, Superman. I'm on to your shit. Picking up some bandages and a bunch of golden jewels. There is no fight in here, right? Nope. There is a fight. Never mind. Torch it is. It's very important that we keep our torchlight above 75% here. This does not look good. We've got an abundance of pigmen. So they're very vulnerable to bleeds, or by vulnerable I mean bleeds are likely to work. They are very resistant to blight, but we didn't bring any. Some remarkably stalwart strategic planning for me for once. We should have eaten a dog biscuit. Look at Clark Kent with the dodge. He is immune to all disease, folks. How do we want to handle this? I think we should probably guard our Vestal. Old Nick Fury. He's going to be taking a bunch of punishment here. Colonel Fury, but you're the shield man. This is, despite the fact that I don't know how to spell shield. Apparently there's an L in that. Nick Fury, Agent of Shide. It's back in the day before Nick Fury really sort of found his groove. It's back when he was a younger man, didn't have the eye patch yet, wasn't really fully confident in what he was all about. Ouch. Okay, that hurt a little bit, and the stress damage. The stress is really going to be the significant problem. More dodge. More bleed, please. Just keep that Hound's Harry on him, Steve. We want to start stacking that shit up as much as we can. We need to go for the retribution because I want a little bit of riposting going on here, folks. I'm thinking a group heal would be a strong move. Here he comes. We're going to step in front of this and riposte. No dodge, which is unfortunate. We also got pushed back and stunned, which is doubly unfortunate. Little trot retreat. That's a stun attack, I think. Maybe not. I like the zealous accusation. J'accuse! Oh, yeah, how do you like that? Feel the wrath of Superman. He can murder you with the bellow of his own loud, stentorian voice. Superman can kill you with his voice. He's Superman. He can kill you with whatever he happens to have at hand. I think it's probably a little late in the game for a dog biscuit now. Let's do a little Cry Havoc instead. Alright, 18 aggregate stress relief is not shameful. We're going to drop a bomb on your ass. And by a bomb, I mean we're going to mildly inconvenience you with a total of 5 damage. This is going to be a pig spear. Nope, a boar rush. Well, one nice thing we got going here, you can't really push Superman out of position. If you bump him back and forth between 1 and 2, Soups is going to be fine. And he can launch himself back to the front of the fray whenever the hell he pleases. How stun resistant are you? Almost totally. Well, let's just go ahead and riposte. This way, if he does pig spear, we'll at least get a shot at him. 9 damage from the dog. More bleed. Not as much bleed on you as I might like. Let's have you throw a big old heal. Madeline, Prine, Anodyne, keeping it done. Healing was her game. I took it off his bar. Yeah, that's, forgot about that. That's a thing. All right, then. Well, let's just go for the stress heal, then. Might as well take an opportunity to grind down the stress, because it looks like we're going to have to take this guy a little bit at a time. He's putting up quite a fight. He's also not swinging at this guy, which is pissing me off. More bleed, please, Steve. That's my boy. Let's go for the stun of our own. It's not going to work, but... yeah, it didn't work. See, I said it wasn't going to work. I called that. Didn't we stack a bleed on you? I thought we stacked a bleed on you. Fortunately for us, this guy doesn't appear to be able to hit shit. We could kick him out of a boat and he'd somehow find a way to miss the water. Give me more stress heal. That also does actual HP heals, too. Was unaware of this. I mean, it's a nice little ancillary benefit. Captain America getting it done. That man has fatal damage. Anything we can do? Let's command you to give you bonus accuracy and crit. Oh, that's for everybody. Command is surprisingly good. That's not what I meant to do. I actually meant to throw a group heal here. But that's fine. We'll just swap you. Well, we can only swap you for. Well, let's just stress heal then. Superman back there shouting his words of encouragement. Be like, don't worry, you guys. Superman is on the job. It's not like you're going to get killed with Superman around, because I'm friggin' Superman. We got to take these portraits. Something's got to go to give us room to take those portraits. What's that something going to be? I'm thinking we drink this holy water because Superman is a shameless. Yeah, I'm calling you out on your shamelessness, Superman. Drinking holy water, you scumbag. That's a dick move. Here, why don't you touch whatever this is? I don't know what we do on a bone altar. Let's just poke it. What do? We get infused with great power. Is it possible to infuse Superman with greater power than he already has? I'm not sure that's a thing that can be done. Superman's gonna steal a torch. Are you this petty, Clark Kent? Are you this petty?
A handsome reward.
All right.
For a task
He didn't steal the torch, he just took it. Maybe that was a compulsion or something. Superman's like, I forgot to, yeah, there's a trap there. You know what? Superman's fine. You can fix that stress. We're not worried about it. Superman will patch himself up. No combat in this room. Do we want to just hit every room? We didn't get scouting. If there's combat in one of those rooms, we're gonna let's err on the side of caution and hope we can get a lucky. Here you go, Soup. Why don't you touch these occult scrawlings? Oh no. You have Dacnomania? I don't even remember what that is. You're obsessed with killing. Well, I did see Man of Steel, and I gotta say, maybe it seems like Superman has recently turned over a new leaf, as it were, and not a good leaf, not the kind of leaf you really want him to turn over. Man, look at Steve Rogers with the dodges. The guy is all over the place. He's really fighting at the epitome of human form. The guy is top of his game. They also seem to be swinging at him a lot, so let's throw the guard on Steve Rogers. Yeah, see? We made the right move. We weren't reposting, unfortunately, but that's all right. Nick Fury doing what Nick Fury do, which is getting in the way of stuff. Maybe they're just swinging at the third slot because now they're going straight at Nick Fury. Give me the Jacques, please. Big old shot from Soups. Apparently Superman is having a little throwback, little memory lane action to the last time we took him out when he was directly responsible for the deaths of like 22 people. And don't think I forgot about that, Superman. I did not forget. I remember that you were responsible for all of those deaths. You could have saved them, Superman. You could have saved them, and you didn't. Them's the old ball and chain. Madeline Pryor with a surprise dodge there. Who has the... Superman, take a moment and try and cure some of your own stress, if you would. Settle down a little bit, because Madeline Pryor's got this shit under control. And by Madeline Pryor, I actually mean Steve Rogers. Captain America's gonna have this one down. We're also gonna Retribution. I got us a whole 1 damage, but that's all right. I trust in Captain America. Cap, that's my boy. Send it in, Bucky. Bucky gets the job done. I want that deed. The bust, I will abandon. You know what? I'm never gonna use you dog treats. Like I said, you'd be like, Pete, you could have just eaten those before the fight. You could have, at your first 2 fights, you could have just immediately eaten the dog treats. Yeah, I could have, but I told you at the start of the episode. I told you before we came in the dungeon. I'm never gonna remember those things. I never remember them. They're the class mechanic I hate the most in the game, and I don't really, of course there's a fucking fight down here. Because why wouldn't there be? I used to really not like Houndmasters. I've sort of come around on the Houndmaster. They're okay. They're not fantastic, but having a group stress heal is pretty nice, and in some of the later dungeons, arguably borderline necessary. Why do you have a 95% chance to disarm this trap, Superman? I'll take it, because you could use the free stress relief. But, yeah, as far as game mechanics go, the whole dog biscuit thing, I think it's possibly one of the shittiest mechanics for any class in the game. I don't like having items that take up inventory slots being part of my class's actual power configuration. No, we're not touching those. We are going to walk face first into that trap, though.
That such missteps are the exception and not
watch this. We should burn some torches. We're above 75. Good enough. Let's get in here. We're going to skip this hallway battle. Again, our mission is to complete room battles, and also we're bootstrapping, so we got to be a little careful with how we go about this. A lot of dodging going on. We did really buff up the dodge, though. We buffed up the dodge. Buffed it up while Nick Fury is stomping. I wouldn't want to take a stomping from Nick Fury. I bet he gives out a furious stomping. It's right there in the name. Comes a little hook to the groin. Yep, sorry, Nick Fury. All right in the nuts. Every single time. Man, that hook where it hurts attack. Those guys, they know where it hurts, and they deliver the hurt to the spot where it hurts. That shit is always on target. And Madeline Pryor takes a ball and chain to the face. Got stunned as well, which is unfortunate. Was looking for a little heal out of her. I think we go straight up for the riposte here. 1, because I want some damage. 2, I want to be on guard, so maybe we can fire back at this guy when he drums of doom, because he's going to drum of doom again. Gonna puke on Maddie. Ah, suck it, Anodyne with the dodge. You weren't expecting that one out of not quite Jean Grey, were you? A little bit short. That's okay. There comes the drums of doom. We did get the kill, so that's your last drums of doom. We also undid half of the stress we took for getting hit by the drums of doom. Superman doesn't have anywhere that hurts. He's fucking Superman. You can't hook Superman where it hurts, because nowhere hurts on Superman. Goddamn invulnerable.
Maintain the offensive.
I guess we'll go for the bonk here. This again will put us on riposte. We're gonna have a tough time hitting that 4th slot, so if they swing at us out of there, we will get a shot back. Madeline Pryor, a little bit of self-heal. This guy, how much health do we get? 6? If he beats us on a... Alright, we're not gonna do anything to that guy then. Oh, never mind, he's already dead. Well, I was hoping... I kind of wish that had missed, actually. We resisted a disease. We did get a debuff. We picked up some slippery boots, which are garbage. Portraits? Yes. Money? Yes. Crests? I also need. We could get rid of the key, but I kind of want to scout the dungeon. I mean, we have the Ancestors map that gives us bonus scouting opportunities. Also, there's a... I mean, we could use it right there. We gotta get rid of stuff. Onyx, I'm sorry, you're gone. I need portraits more than I need 500 gold. Emeralds, you're also gone, because I need crests more than I need 500 gold. We have gold. Gold is something we're not hurting for right now. I'm gonna use a key on this heirloom chest. Again, this is all for portraits and crests.
The stuff is only the first test.
Alright, keep stacking on the portraits. Those crests will stack. And I'm tempted to camp, but we got a lot of backtracking to do. This is going to burn up a bunch of our light. So I think we'll just come up to this empty room. Go ahead and... Yeah, I'm still avoiding those bugs. We'll dop the camp there. That'll save us a couple torches. It's not a terrible idea to just burn the torches and try to get them out of our inventory. Maybe camp on our stretch situation. What was that all about, guys? We just moonwalking back into that room to show off. Be like, oh, check this out, Pete. We fucking mastered the moonwalk. Michael Jackson got shit on us. Mostly because he's dead. It's tough. You want to get in a dance contest now, Michael Jackson? Well, we'll do a dance contest with you. You want to have a dance-off? Let's do a little dance-off, pal. It's kind of a dick move, Steve Rogers, having to dance off with Michael Jackson now that he's dead. It's going to be real easy to win. Nothing must be left unopened because Clark Kent is a curious asshole, but he did find heirlooms and for once didn't steal them, so I'll allow it. We're gonna have a fight here. Well, we're fighting this room anyway. Let's get our light above 75. We take the fight, then we take the room battle, then we camp, because I have a feeling our stress is gonna be fairly out of control. That's a good dodge from Nick Fury. Nick's like, oh no, you get me in the fucking nutsack one time. That's it. That's the limit. You get one nut shot on Nick Fury. One shot to the Jimmy, and after that, Nick Fury puts the Jimmy shots on lockdown. Alright, so you are marked, which is very bad. We're going to go for the group heal. And then we're going to try and guard the shit out of you as soon as we can. So they marked her and then immediately ignored her in favor of throwing a mace in Steve Rogers' face. Take a mace to the face, Steve! Big shot from Clark Kent on the Jacques, and that may get a kill. I'm going to throw the guard at Madeline Pryor here so Nick Fury gets to concentrate the damage. Well, Steve won the speed roll, but was too stunned to do anything. Here comes the hook where it hurts. Superman don't give a shit. Did not get the kill because we didn't have enough bleed. Man, Hound's Harry is... I'm beginning to question the usefulness of that ability, really. Ideally, you'd want to do it because it's a way to stack bleeds on the entire party. The problem is, it doesn't really stack that big of a bleed. I'm going to go for the group heal again, undo a little bit of the damage what was done. This guy is already dead because he's got 1 hit point left. Let's take a bigger shot and make sure that guy goes the way of the dodo. Then we'll throw a retribution at that man. Again, Mr. Drummer Boy here is already dead. Sorry, little drummer boy, you won't be around this Christmas to cheer us all with holiday songs, will you? Nope, you'll be dead. You won't be getting shit for Christmas. Ouch. Okay, so we took some damage on Nick Fury. Let's do... We're going to go for a little stress management here. Hound's Harry getting rid of some solid stress work. Then we're going to go for the old stress heal here. Nick Fury's getting up there in the stress department. We want to try and keep him comfortable. Go for a little bit of bonk, put on the retribution, and then we're going to drop a big heal on him as well. Yes, I ground a turn for a little bit of healing, but unless this guy criticals, it's going to be a net positive, and he's not going to get the chance to critical, because Steve Rogers is going to have Bucky go fucking rip his throat out like Bucky actually ripped Iron Man's chest plate out in Civil War.
Victory, but a victory.
Yeah, trifling victory nonetheless. Why do you always gotta shit on my accomplishments, Ancestor? Always, every time I do anything at all, you fucking poop on my accomplishments. You gotta minimize it. Why you gotta be like that, Ancestor? Why you gotta be such a hater, man? Can't you celebrate my successes? You know, my successes don't diminish you in any way, Mr. Narrator. 2 people can be successful. This is not a zero-sum game. This is a little bit of a problem, however. How much bleed is on this? 2 points per round for 3 rounds. It does bonus damage to beasts, which this guy is. Okay, that's solid. 2 points is not enough for the kill, but if we can hit him with literally anything else, we'll be sitting pretty. Let's drop the guard on Madeline Pryor. I'm still anxious to try and keep her safe. Superman, you cannot hit that last slot. And in this case, can't really do much of anything to Little Drummer Boy either. So I guess this Christmas we are going to get the magic, but we can. Biggity bam! Madeline Pryor takes one down. Here comes the Drums of Doom. Couldn't step in front of that because that's an AoE attack, but we could undo all of that stress with a single Cry Havoc, and that may be precisely what we do, because this guy's about to get shit on. Big old dodges there. So we took another 5 stress, but that's fine. I think we will Cry Havoc here. We'll let slip the Buckies of War. Superman was not having any of the whole stress relief shit. Yeah, you want to try that AoE bullshit now? Try it now that we're reposting, jerk. Betting you don't. I'm betting he won't try it. I bet he won't try it again. Probably because Superman's going to hew his head off. Yeah, because Superman's going to hew his head off. So he's definitely not going to try it. Boars rushed, took... Okay. Took 9, returned 3. Not exactly a fantastic investment. Let's just start chewing on this big fat son of a bitch. This guy is a human and a beast because he is a hulking swinotar. Have Superman start working him over as well. This guy's got a lot of dodge. I'll go for the AoE heal, that's fine. I know Madeline Pryor is suboptimally positioned in slot 2, not really where she's designed to work. Here comes a crunching backhand, which I think also pushes. That's a stun that Superman just didn't give a single shit about because he's Superman. So bonus accuracy, a little bonus crit chance. Let's see if we can't knock this guy out with some big crits. There it is! Nick Fury doing his job right there. That's the reason he's in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D., folks. Be like, hey, Captain America, there's his weak spot. Target the weak spot. And then Cap fucking kicks the shit out of it right in the weak spot. He's like, yeah, see, I did that. I'm responsible for that. I'm also responsible for throwing these bandages on the floor because I need crests, and then we're going to make Superman touch the thing. Why is it every time Superman touches a bone altar, he gets infused with great power? What is this all about, Superman? Are those bone altars like your magic sack that your dad sent you full of the crystals that just, like, grow, you know, your fortress of solitude? Get you a little stress relief. We also need to restore our party order because it's real fucked up. And give me a little... Oh, give me a... There we go, boys. Now we're back in the swing of things. And lady, I don't want to diminish Anodyne there. She's contributing. She's doing a fantastic job. For a bootstrap mission where we're leveling up some under-leveled troopers, this is going pretty well. Nick Fury finds a map. It could have been worse, you suppose. Nick Fury found a map of nothing? Found a map to nowhere. No. Okay. Great. So yeah, we're going through the whole dungeon then. I should have just expected this. 100% of room battles just means explore every room in the dungeon. That's basically what it means. You're going to all of them. Settle in, it's going to be every room. Or possibly the second to last room in this case. Let's not just walk into the trap like an asshole this time. Who else has a good trap chance? I'm sure. Steve Rogers doesn't reduce his own stress with Cry Havoc, so it's not a bad idea to get a little stress management there. Superman, god damn it. No, we had the thing for that. We could have cleansed that, Superman. We had medicine. Instead, I'm just going to be forced to take anti-venom. Superman's like, oh, you know, I'm actually pretty much invulnerable to all sorts of physical harm. Let me drink this mysterious green liquid that looks like it might have been infused with fucking kryptonite. Sure, Lex Luthor offered me a glass of wine, and yeah, it was really stupid to just take it. I probably should have suspected there would be kryptonite in it. But I'm giving Lex an opportunity to turn over a new leaf. I want to see if there's any good left in him, sort of Darth Vader style. Can I feel the good inside of him? I don't feel the good in this fight. I hate those guys because they're massive stress-causing douches. But we do sort of have the tools in the shed to manage the stress. Does this do bonus damage to Unholy? It does. Well, let's have you whack the ghoul then. Superman's back there whacking the ghoul, just like classic Superman, always taking a moment off from critical missions to go masturbate. Oh, you know, we all know what you're doing back there when you're whacking the ghoul, Superman. Superman's like, I'm gonna go whack the ghoul. Be like, yeah, we know, Sup, whacking the ghoul. Then again, Superman does have relationship issues, because Lois Lane is, she's kind of feeling out lately for being a dick. Then again, he has killed her like 45 times, so it seems like Lois should have kicked him out long ago. That sucks a lot of dick. That's a bunch of stress, and a stun, which is unfortunate. Drop a bomb on that man if you would, and destroy his brain. Imagine prior? No? Alright. I'm pretty sure we're not going to stun him, but I want to move you to the front. That was worth a shot. Stress relief or damage? I think damage. Killing that guy is probably going to save us more stress than we would have gotten out of the actual stress relief. Here, eat this food. I do want the gold. Anybody? Yeah, let's throw that anti-venom on the ground. 700 gold is probably going to hold us in better stead than one serviceable shot of anti-venom between here and what is likely the end of the dungeon in this next room. Burn our last torch. Okay, I mean, we're doing all right. Things have gone, I don't want to say shockingly well, but things have actually gone okay. That's some reasonable aggregate damage once you account for the bleeds as well. Let's go straight up retribution. I want to go ahead and get the riposte on. We got a lot of people that are going to be throwing area attacks. I want to try and get as many of those guys. Ah, that dodge is really hurtful. All right, Jacques, Superman. There's the Jacques. Did leave 2 corpses, keeping these guys at the back of the party safe so they can puke on Steve Rogers and give him a whole bunch of stress and like 59 fantastic diseases. It would be pretty amazing if Steve Rogers came down with rabies, though. I just like the idea of Steve loosing a rabid Bucky to go out and chew on people. It would be sort of like the Civil War. It'd be like, oh, what's he got? He keeps the Winter Soldier in his back pocket as his ace in the hole. That's his rabid attack dog. He's got his very own Bucky lurking back there in the wings, ready to spring forth and kill. See, just like that. Yeah, people are like, oh, you know, Captain America, he's a good guy. Big, goody two-shoes, man. He's always doing what's right. Makes the right choices, does the honorable and noble thing. No, man, sometimes he turns coat. Turns his back on his friends in favor of his other friends. But 9 damage. What do we get? 6 stress? All right, that was, all things considered, a net gain. Let's go ahead and retribute this guy. That should make him bleed to death on his next go. He's got, you know, he's only bleeding 2. We need more bleed, but we're gonna cry havoc instead. Somebody's gonna beat this guy on a speed roll. Okay, that somebody was Steve Rogers. Now we're gonna take another Drums of Doom. We're just trading stress here. Also, you're dead. Yeah, it turns out that was a terrible idea. We should have just went for the kill.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
This, are you seriously? We have another... Like I said, folks, every time, it's just basically what it means. Complete 100% of room battles. It should just... complete 100% of room battles should just say visit every fucking room in the dungeon. That's really what it should say. It should just say visit every room. We have to throw that stuff on the floor. Oh, never mind. Quest complete. Okay, now it's complete. Sure. Continue adventuring. What is this? Do we want to camp, or would we rather just throw this firewood on here? I don't remember what sacrificial stones get us if we throw the firewood on. Yeah, let's try it. It's been a while. Oh, never mind. It does nothing. Why can I never remember? Why can I never remember what it is? Which one is it? It's a sacrificial altar, I guess, that you throw firewood on? I do. So that's a salty way to end the episode. Let's just touch it. Yeah, I'm sure something horrible will happen. Holy fucking shit! Well, Nick Fury, you're gonna be hopeless for all of about 9 seconds. Nice kick in the dick right there at the end of the mission. Boy, that went... always gotta press your luck, Pete. Couldn't have just left well enough alone. You couldn't have just left when the leaving was good. Nah, you had to go waste a whole shitload of gold, because now we gotta do stress relief for Colonel Nick Fury. Now he's gotta go get a fucking shiatsu massage, and that's gonna be really expensive. Because he's handsy. He's really handsy. He likes to touch the masseuses, and they've warned him a number of times, but he's like, man, I'm Nick Fury, I lead a shield. You don't tell Nick Fury what to do. Nick Fury tell you what to do. And they're like, okay, yes, sir, Mr. Fury. Please, though, please don't touch the ladies. This is not that sort of establishment, Mr. Fury. He's like, this is whatever kind of establishment I say it is. I'm the goddamn Nick Fury. You do what Nick Fury says. You wanted me to kick you right off of this helicarrier? Yes, sir, Mr. Fury. Yes, sir. I assume that Nick Fury has probably masseuses that just live on board the helicarrier, because why wouldn't he? Hard-skinned is really good for Clark Kent, and also thematically appropriate. Nick Fury now experiences religious visions and delusions because he has picked up Hyromania. Well, that's unfortunate, but we did bootstrap both of the people we came in to bootstrap. Madeline Pryor, Nick Fury, both up and ready. The medical ward is free. Time and gold were not spent in vain, however, as caregivers announced they have succeeded in concocting an effective antidote. So anybody who wants to get rid of diseases, what they're telling us is now is the time. Medical ward is free. All right, so who's... Well, Wade, you have rabies, which we want to keep, right? Yeah, we're not getting rid of those. Doom also has rabies. Again, not getting rid of those. Anybody else picked up? We're going to get an opportunity to get rid of Patrick Mulligan's tetanus for free, which he could do himself, but, I mean, hey, free is free. You know the old saying, never pass up a free meal or a chance to go to the bathroom, so I guess we'll take our free meal and possibly go to the bathroom as well. We will reorder and sort by level. Let's check the old stagecoach very quickly, see what's on the menu today. We've got wannabe Cornelius, but no thank you, I don't need an ape running around pretending to be a person. Let's have an apprentice houndmaster. Where's my level 2 guys at, Mr. Stagecoach? What's up with that? I want my level 2s, yo. So the guild. Still can't upgrade it. We do have enough portraits to do it, but now we're short crests. That's unfortunate, but we should be able to upgrade our blacksmith. This also takes crests, unfortunately. Weapons or armor? Definitely weapons.
Fan the flames, mold the metal.
We've got 64 grand, so we can now afford to at least start upgrading to level 5, but now we gotta rebuild crests again. We're sort of in a situation where we're more farming heirlooms than gold. The gold is sort of handling itself now. We've kind of hit the tipping point. And speaking of tipping point, I'm going to go tip back a lovely beverage for myself because this mission is done and I think it's time to celebrate. Little disappointed about the stagecoach, so maybe I'm actually drinking my sorrows away. Could go either way. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, might consider subscribing as well, because Superman is a douchebag on every single mission. Oh, look, there's a little thing for the free hospitality that we get here at the medical ward. They've set up a little camping tent. We've got Radar O'Reilly and the other heroes of the 4077 MASH unit setting up a nice little triage tent for us. It's a mobile army surgical hospital. Is Hot Lips here? I mean, you know, look, what was her name? Loretta Swit? She was easy on the eyes. I'll take it. Dorian Green knows what I'm talking about, right, Squirrel Girl? Yeah. All right, I'm just babbling. I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.